Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about NHL, going over some soccer, and talking about JMU men's and women's basketball, as well as looking into the FCS championship. But anyway, starting with the NHL, the Canucks blew a 2-0 lead to the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not too mad about it. Carey Price did return. The team put up a good fight, but it just it hurts not to have won this game. But we're still only 1 point out of the playoff race, so hopefully things can turn around for us in the future. Moving on to soccer, Man City was able to beat Liverpool yesterday, which really makes things interesting in the title race. Liverpool's still up by 4 points, but it just puts everyone that much closer. Moving on to JMU basketball, the men's team played its first conference game yesterday and lost to UNC Wilmington at home in double overtime. It's a game we probably should have won. It just kind of shows that we've been pretty inconsistent all year, and hopefully we can turn things around and start getting a home court advantage. That's going to be something I talk about hopefully with the first guest, which should be coming in a matter of days now. But anyway, women's basketball for JMU tips off conference play tonight. I think we're playing Delaware on the road, so hopefully we can get a good win there. Also in college sports news, the FCS championship is tomorrow. It's between North Dakota State and Eastern Washington. Should be an interesting game. Eastern Washington's I think they're a slightly younger team. They have a more mobile quarterback, a great offense, NDSU, dominant defense, a lot of seniors on the team. Might be their last chance to win a title. So it should be interesting. I think the Bison are going to win the game, but I'll be rooting for the Eagles. I want to see NDSU go down. Also in NBA news, the Warriors blew a 20-point home lead to the Rockets. But again, I haven't seen any questions pop up, so please put those in if you would like to see those answered. It'll really help us to pad out these segments. Anyway, on to our issue for today, and today's issue is kind of a big one to be talking about. It's kind of like I'm going to be talking about the whole mentality of American sports and where I think it's gone recently. I think recently American sports has taken way too much of a trophy-heavy approach to sports. It's like there's not a lot of talent development focus right now, and it's kind of hurting. It's hurting the games, like all of them, and especially it shows more in soccer because there are a lot of places around the world that are just doing well. Like there's just a lot of countries that are producing talent, are focusing on this talent development and producing for the next generation, and it shows. It shows how far behind we are. And I'm starting to see it proliferate into football and basketball. I've been seeing it more in basketball with more pressures to win national titles. Someone talked to me about Gonzaga and talking about how Mark Few should lose his job because he hasn't won a title, even though he hasn't missed the NCAA tournament ever, and has taken that. He's built that program from the bottom up. And it's kind of insulting, honestly, as a Gonzaga fan, as someone who's watched him build this program up. It's like, yeah, he's done all these great things for the program, made them a national name, brought them to the point where they can compete for Final Fours and even go on for national championships. But those 2 decades of work mean nothing because he hasn't won a trophy. Like, if there were a rule that if you are to be a coach that you have to have won a trophy within the last 5 years, there there would only be a few coaches in the game, like Roy Williams, Jay Wright, Calipari, Krzyzewski. Like, it would just completely ruin American sports if we talked about guys needing to be fired because they're not winning national championships. A little earlier this week, I heard someone talking about Lincoln Riley, the head coach at Oklahoma for football, who's gone to the college football playoff in the past 3 seasons. And they were talking about how, oh, but he can't get past that first round. He can't bring the national title. Maybe we should think about moving on. It's just ridiculous. It honestly is. Like, these entitled fans don't know how good they have it. And I'm sick and tired of seeing it. And it's starting to it's affecting sports. Like, we saw it with the Cardinals coach Steve Wilkes was fired after just 1 season. He didn't even get a chance to build his team. He didn't get a chance to build the team his way. Not only that, I saw it with Nebraska this year with Scott Frost. It's like, oh, 2 games, you're not doing well now. It's definitely on the coach. It's definitely not that players might not be buying in. It's definitely not any of that. It's definitely the fact the coach doesn't work, and we can figure that out after 2 games. Good job. Yeah. It's hard to see. Like, programs take time to build. It takes a while, and it's like some American sports fans don't have that patience to wait. It just really irks me to see that. Anyway, if you have any opinions on this matter, please leave it in the comments below. And that's all I have for today. Tomorrow's episode should be the last one here in Northern Virginia. Starting on Sunday, we will be back in Harrisonburg. And starting then, I'll get that guest application up so you viewers can appear on the show if you want to. And hopefully that'll help pad out these segments as well. And also, once we get down to Harrisonburg, that'll make things a lot easier. So, yeah. Also, college baseball starts in 1 month, so get ready for a lot of news on that. So, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.